Welcome back. Welcome back.
Everywhere.
Hello. Cheryl Kagan here, folk and great music at NERFA, the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance.
Woo, Cheryl!
It is now some ungodly hour, 2:50 a.m. or some such. We have to wrap up our evening. We have Sam Edelston, who is just bringing something very different from everything that we've had the rest of the evening. But he is wonderful and talented, and I'm delighted to welcome him back to Folk and Great Music in 2022. Please welcome Sam Edelston.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Cheryl, for allowing me in here, and I'll let you beat me at Scrabble on Sunday. And I'll drink to that. I just finished hosting a showcase downstairs, breaking down a room. Everybody was so wonderfully helpful at putting all the furniture away that the bartender said all the broken furniture didn't matter. This is based on a bunch of true stories. This is only the second time I've ever performed this song, so I better make it good for you, right? This is about dangerous substances. Music is my drug. Back when I was in college, at parties in the dorm, with frosted cakes of sacred brew to keep the students warm. Then I'd bring my giant stein with all the OJ I could chug. They thought I was doing screwdrivers, but music is my drug. Yeah, music is my drug. Hey, music is my drug. I can't recall time before I had the music, but just give me strings that I can change and gear that I can lug. If you cut me, I bleed quarter notes, cause music is my drug. Now, for example, coffee used to come in just two styles, with milk or not. Now there's espresso, Turkish, Zaro, Irish with a shot. Grass-fed liquid caffeine. Liquid candy in your mug, I'll just have water. No ice, please, because music is my drug. Yeah, music is my drug. Hey, music is my drug. I can't recall time before I had music, but just give me strings that I can break and gear that I can lug. I've fallen off a cliff and I can't get up, because music is my drug. So, once I dated this really hot gal that I met at someone's show. We went back to her place and she turned the lights down low. When we tore our clothes off, she tore our clothes off, she took one look at my arm. You know this is my drug. She said, you have good days for heroin, so I put my clothes back on and left, because music is my drug. Yeah, music is my drug. I can't recall time before I had the music, but just give me strings that I can change and gear that I can lug. If I have a flat, I fix it with a capo. Music is my drug. So when I die, just lay me in that box with a dulcimer by my side. For my funeral, set the lid open really wide. Play some good loud rock and roll and catchy, kitschy songs. And if the music's really hot, I might get up and sing along. Cause music is my drug, yeah, music is my drug. I can't recall time before I had the music, but just give me strings that I can break and gear that I can lug. I've fallen off a cliff and I can't get up because music is my drug. Yeah, my DNA's base pairs are 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5. That was a sophisticated joke there. Music is my drug. Yeah. Oh, let's see. What else do we have in here? Take a little, pick a little, pick a little, pick a little. Music is my drug. Okay, I've got something else in my set list here, and I have been so busy with other people's songs. Oh yeah, that's what it is. This is another true story, but this one actually is, I didn't have to make up. There's one lie in this entire song. There's one thing that I had to make up, and the rest is, wait, why do I have the wrong kind of capo? You can't make this stuff up. It just happened this way. Sometimes when you get a new phone, you find surprises inside, right? And this was a phone that I really did buy new, so it's not like the store puts something. Hey, this is actually good. Okay. It's 8 a.m. in New York. It's 8 a.m. on Monday here in New York. But somehow in Texas you've been up since 5. Then again, you've done a few things that bewilder me, such as making me aware that you're alive. I think I know your name, and I think that you're a female, and I have no idea how you got hold of my email, but you used it when you signed up for your home security system. Now I'm looking like a fool as I swear at my computer as the victim. 'Cause now about 10 times a day, when your alarm turns off or on, I get email notifications from my identity thief. Hello, tech support. I hope I've got the right department. Your menu has no choice for folks like me. Someone fraudulently used my email address when she signed with you for home security. I know it's not an accident. Her name does not resemble mine. She also used my email to do several other things online. When you emailed her contract, I'm the one you sent it to. Her address, phone, and autograph. I happily will forward them as proof. 'Cause now about 10 times a day, when her alarm turns off or on, I get email notifications from my identity thief. What illicit things are you hiding? What to explain the curious hours that you keep? How much do the neighbors suspect? And how come after all these weeks you can't stop tripping your alarm? This is true, all hours of the day and night. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line and it will be answered in the order in which it was placed. Quality is our top priority. Hey, escalated fraud team. Yeah, it's me again. You said my email's off of her account. Yet somewhere there's a table in your database where you haven't managed yet to get me out. I've forwarded you messages and affidavits too. I've spent so much time on hold with you. I've learned the blasted tune. Should my next goal be the FTC, Rod Serling, or the cops? I've begun to think she wants this. I'm waiting for some other shoe to drop. 'Cause still about 10 times a day, when her alarm turns off or on, I get email notifications from my identity feed. Notice that I've already torn my hair out. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Now, no prizes for guessing whose hold music that was. Any guess at what the one lie was?
I already know. I
Your hair.
I don't live in New York. Okay, so I did not write the words to this song. I was asked to do this not as an assignment by my high school English teacher. He and the German teacher and a few students had translated a poem by the author whose name I thought was von Nelly Sachs. I didn't know von was German for by, and I had never heard of Nelly Sachs, and I don't want finger picks for this song. But this was a poem, and he asked me to set it to music, and so I did. my goodness, 40 some years ago.
Yeah.
It is hard to do this after that intense strumming. This is, Nellie Sachs, by the way, actually is a Nobel-winning writer. She got the Nobel Prize in Literature sometime in the 1960s. She escaped from Germany, I guess it was right before the Holocaust. We're orphans, accusing the world. They've hacked down our bow and cast it into the fire. They've made firewood of our guardians. We're orphans standing in forests. Loneliness. We're orphans. Accusing the world. In the night, our parents play hide and seek behind the darkest curtain of night. We see their eyes staring, we hear their mouths speaking. Kindling were we in the wood chopper's hands, but our eyes have become as the eyes of angels. Glimpse them through darkest curtain of night. We can see through it. We're orphans, accusing the world. Stones have become our playthings. Stones with faces, father and mother faces. Stones don't burn like kindling, they don't bite us like animals, and they don't burn like kindling when cast into the ovens. We're orphans who no longer resemble anyone in this world. Oh, world. We condemn you. I got one more, and it's gonna require capo, and this one is based on another true story. Thankfully, this did not happen to me. It's a very profound song about frogs and trees, plants, and the arms race. This was from an article in Science News about 15 years ago. By the way, thank you to Cheryl for running this room and for letting me be in it. Thank you also to my voice teacher, Nico Padden, who does not let anything pass. She is damn good, even over Zoom.
So proud of you,
In Puerto Rico, thank you, down in the Caribbean, lives a 2-inch hopping, brown and much beloved amphibian. Coqui, as it's called, lives on spiders and bugs and gets eaten in turn by the snakes. But some tropical plants being shipped to Hawaii contain some coquis, and that's what started all the fracas. Now coquis are croaking down in Kona, in the trees and on the breeze and on the beach, with no predators to decimate their number. They're the nouveau riche, ecological riche. Hear their songs as loud as traffic on the highway. They're the play upon the plage in paradise. Oh, but the quiet loving people of Hawaii don't want choruses of coquis through the night. Oh, can a frog get a frog in its throat, please? My trees are full of coquis, calling coquettes. Coquis would make such tiny coquettes. I might abandon Mauna Loa for the peace of Krakatoa. Can a million frogs get trucks in their throats? Please, can someone cure this loud disease? Coquis all around my trees. Now to poison them could harm some native species. You can't bring in snakes, you need some other means. Then some scientist with the state somehow determined they'd succumb to a solution of 2% caffeine. 2 other potions turned up on investigation. Citric acid, get some sodas, powdered lime. But Coca-Cola and Uncola aren't approved by EPA. So bureaucratically, this just might take some time and pick up the tab. So find a frog, they're not uncommon, and buy 'em a hot cup of joe. Find the snow machines and load 'em with coke. Let the crop dusting planes spray a lemony smoke, because it's gonna be Pearl Harbor for the frogs up in the harbor. You can call it old-fashioned, but we can't allow creatures thinking outside their own niche. Whoops, there goes another bunch of go. Whoops, there goes another bunch of go. Whoops, there goes another bunch of go. Keys, go
Sam Edelston.
My name is Sam Edelston. I'm playing in this room tonight. I'm playing in the Brownie Bash tomorrow night.